Welcome to another CHAG Collectibles box break. Today we are opening two collector booster boxes from the new Spider-Man set. The set's dropped off a bit. There was a lot of hype, and then as of official release day today, it looks like people are kind of liquidating their positions. So I bought these both on Amazon. So as with any Amazon purchase, you want to be really careful. Usually buying on release day is pretty safe because it's coming directly from Wizards to Amazon, but if you wait too long, you can get repacks from folks. So pretty sure these are good, but obviously you never know when buying from Amazon. But with that, let's get to it. So there's a couple huge hits in this set, and then everything else has been dropping like a rock. So not a ton of value here, but when you hit big, like with a Soulstone, you hit big. That said, let's get right into it. So I'm curious, for those of you in the comments, have you played in your pre-release, your store's pre-release for Spider-Man? Mine had lower turnout than usual, which is something that I think I've heard from a lot of people, unfortunately. All right, we'll go pretty quickly through the commons and uncommons. There's really, I think, only one uncommon that seems to be doing well, and that's the Lila holographic, what is that, assistant? All right, so we've got a Plains in the foil spider treatment, Cheering Crowd, Spider-Woman, a Stunning Savior, Gwen Stacy, there we go, the borderless treatment, Tangle. I do like these, I don't know, kind of like Through the Ages, almost like the Final Fantasy Through the Ages setup. And another Spider-Woman, Stunning Savior, this time in foil. All right. You get an art card with this one. Again, let's get through to the swamp. After that, we've got Aranya, Heart of the Spider, Iron Spider Stark Upgrade Extended Art, The Death of Gwen Stacy, Terminate, Lady Octopus Extended Art Foil Inspired Inventor, and this is our amazing Spider-Man art card. Alright, getting past to our island this time with Parker Locke in foil, Extended Art Urban Retreat, Extended Art with Great Power, a foil Hunter's Insight, that's cool, nice picture of Kraven there. I really do like these cards. Behold the Sinister Six in borderless foil, that's cool. And another art card, this is Heroes Hangout. All right. Let's keep going. There's our Mountain in the spider treatment. Strength of Will in foil. Borderless Symbiote Spider-Man. That is pretty cool. You can find a new host. That's neat. Oh, and Venom Deadly Devourer in borderless. And Saw in Half. And an Interdimensional Web Watch extended art with a spider token. Swamp. Oscorp Industries in foil. Maximum Carnage, borderless. Strength of Will extended art. Ah, very cool. The Mind Break Trap with Mysterio. I like it. Death of Gwen Stacy in borderless, foil, and a robot token. All right, this is going to mark the halfway point of the first box. Let's see how we do. got an Island. Foil Lizard, Connor's Curse. Extended Art Sandman, Shifting Scoundrel. Extended Art Urban Retreat. Ooh, Rite of Replication, that's cool. Again, I love these cards. I'm trying to collect the full set for myself, non-foil. And then we've got Silk Web Weaver in borderless foil. Pretty cool. And a treasure token. All right, first half down. Let's keep going. Forest. Hide on the Ceiling. And this is pretty cool. Exile X target artifacts and or creatures. Return the exiled cards to the battlefield under their owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Seems useful. I don't think it's going for much at the moment, but maybe as folks use it, it'll pick up. Death of Gwen Stacy borderless again. Extended Art Interdimensional Webwatch again. Ah, look at that. Foil Rest in Peace. Very nice. Loving the art on these cards. And then an Extended Art Foil Oscorp Industries with Green Goblin Revenant for our art card. I put the tokens in the art card pile. All right, fix that. We've got the Foil Island. Hey, Electro Assaulting Battery. He's very cool as well. Flying, you don't lose unspent red mana as steps and phases end. Whenever you cast an instance or sorcery spell, add red mana. When Electro leaves the battlefield, you may pay X. When you do, he deals X damage to target player. Very cool. Spider-Woman, Stunning Savior again. Hey, it's a borderless Spider-Punk. That's cool. Again, not a lot of value, but still cool. Oh, look at that. Reanimate. Very cool. Love the artwork on that. I think that's from Craven's Last Hunt. Very nice. Oh, look at that. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Is this the freaking Eddie Brock that's like ridiculously expensive? Like the holy shignays. Wow. Okay. I think this was like a $500 card. I've got to check that one. Wow. Okay. That might be the second most expensive card in the set beyond the Soulstone. So, holy smokes. We hit it on our first box. That is pretty cool. Let's keep going. I suspect everything will pale in comparison to that card going forward, but let's see. All right, Mysterio, Master of Illusion. Reading the comics growing up, Mysterio was one of my favorite villains, even though he is a bit campy. Sandman, Shifting Scoundrel, Extended Art. Another one of those. Aranya, Heart of the Spider in the borderless treatment. Another one. Hey, Counterspell. There we go. Very nice. And then look at that, the foil borderless Aranya, Heart of the Spider. Man, I say it every time I open a collector booster box, but the collation is just crazy on these things. You get so many duplicates, so many similar cards and different treatments. I don't know. I find it a little frustrating. I wish there was more randomness, more. I like seeing new cards rather than getting the same cards over and over again. All right, we've got Spider-Verse in foil. Craven the Hunter Extended Art. Extended Art Interdimensional Webwatch. Spider-Gwen Web Warrior. Imposter Syndrome Extended Art Foil. That's cool. They use the meme. And a treasure token. All right, last two packs. All right, we've got our Swamp. We've got Peter Parker's Camera in foil. Iron Spider Stark Upgrade Extended Art again. Extended Art Oscorp Industries again. Oh, that's cool. Look at the artwork on this Shock. Very cool. I do love these cards. These Marvel series, I guess they're calling them. Shadow of the Goblin Extended Art Foil. And we've got an art card. Is that Chameleon? Chameleon, Master of Disguise. Yep. All right, final pack for the first box. And let's see it. We've got that Forest. Double Trouble in foil. Another Lady Octopus extended art. Hey, Green Goblin Nemesis borderless. That's cool. Silk Guard. Love that treatment. And then Ultimate Green Goblin extended art foil. Alright, well, I mean, come on. That made that whole box. So I doubt that this one's going to be as good, but let's dive right in. Maybe we'll get lucky and get a Soul Stone out of this box. So I feel like the Soul Stone is harder to pull out of collector boosters than it is to pull out of play boosters. But maybe my math is off. I don't know. Just seems to me, doing the analysis, that you can pull just that regular treatment or even the foil of the regular border treatment Soul Stone easier out of a play booster than you can out of one of these collector packs. But let's dive right in. Oh, that one was easier to rip open. All right, let's see here. Got our Mountain. Got our Web of Life and Destiny. Arachne, Psionic Weaver, extended art. Grasping Tentacles in borderless. Oh, cool, look at that. Traumatize in foil. Again, Mysterio. Friendly Neighborhood, extended art. And a spider token. Alright. Next up, we have a Plains in foil. Hide on the Ceiling, again. I think this is a super useful card. Silk Web Weaver in borderless. Peter Parker's Camera, extended art. Another Silk Guard, nice. Another extended art Iron Spider Stark Upgrade in foil. And a treasure token. Got that borderless Foil Island. Biorganic Carapace in foil. A borderless Black Cat Cunning Thief. Another Hide on the Ceiling, this time extended art. Got the non-foil Shock. The borderless foil Spider-Punk. And the art card is Wisecrack. Alright. That's a cool Spider-Man Noir and borderless foil. Alright, we've got the Forest. Hey, another Electro Assaulting Battery. An extended art Mysterio, Master of Illusion. Extended art Web of Life and Destiny. A Mindbreak Trap in non-foil. A borderless foil Black Cat Cunning Thief. Again, duplicates. Alright, we've got the borderless foil Mountain. Peter Parker's Camera in foil. Spider Sense extended art. Pumpkin Bombs. Leyline Binding in foil. That's cool. Another Hide on the Ceiling extended art foil this time. And a treasure token. Alright. Almost to the halfway point. Got the Swamp. Mysterio, Master of Illusion in foil. Carnage, Crimson Chaos in borderless. Agent Venom, extended art. Rite of Replication in non-foil. A borderless foil Symbiote Spider-Man. Oh, and this one has the Planeswalker symbol in gold on it. This is spectacular. Spider-Man art card, nice. Goodness. Some of these packs are... Some are super easy to open and others are ridiculous. And they don't have the pull tab. Wow, this guy is a tough one to open. Alright. Our Island, our foil Craven the Hunter. Extended Art Ultimate Green Goblin. Hey, Spider-Ham, Peter Porker borderless. I used to love the Spider-Ham comics growing up. That is a fun one. And Saw in Half. Very cool artwork there with the Hobgoblin ripping Spider-Man in half. And then we've got Silk Web Weaver in borderless foil. Trends continues. Alright, we've got our borderless foil Forest, our Superior Spider-Man in foil, Villainous Wrath Extended Art, Doc Ock Evil Inventor borderless. Hey, there we go. Venom, King in Black, good old Skittles the Blight Dragon. That is very cool. Extended Art Foil Arachne Psionic Weaver. And, whoa, I think that was Silk. Yep, Silk Web Weaver art card. Nice. Okay. We've got a Mountain in the foil. Multiversal Passage. That is cool. Hey, Jackal Genius Geneticist Extended Art in Through the Omen Paths. I mean, this card's cool to begin with, but I really am enjoying the Through the Omen Paths version on MTG Arena. I feel like they should have made that set in physical cards rather than Spider-Man, but each to their own. Alright, Spider-Punk in the borderless. Oh, Opposition Agent in foil. Very cool. And an Agent Venom in Extended Art foil. Nice. And a treasure token. Alright, we've got our borderless foil Island. Rent is Due in foil. Extended Art Spider Sense. Extended Art Hide on the Ceiling. Tangle. Multiversal Passage in borderless foil. And a robot token. Alright, last two packs. Don't think we're going to be able to beat that Eddie Brock. That was just too good of a hit. Those soul stones are hard to come by. Alright, Silk Web Weaver in foil. Villainous Wrath again, Extended Art. Borderless Radioactive Spider. Non-foil Rest in Peace. Hydroman Fluid Felon Extended Art foil. And the art is of Gwenum Remorseless. Alright, last pack. Will this be last pack magic for us? Who knows? Okay, we've got the Swamp. Hey, Norman Osborn in foil. Very cool. Who becomes the Green Goblin there. Very nice. The Spot Living Portal in borderless. Rocket-powered Goblin Glider in Extended Art. Comeuppance. I love this, him punching the Spot and getting hit in return. And then Craven's Last Hunt in borderless foil. Alright, second box was okay. Definitely first box. Incredible. Eddie Brock. And the cover of Venom Lethal Protector #1. Definitely our big hit. Gotta get that into a sleeve and a top loader. But as always, if you'd like to buy these cards and so many more, stop by TCG Player. And I also have a referral code for Whatnot. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more. Thanks a lot, and take care, everyone.